Hello everyone. So this week we are collecting some elephant grass for bean sticks and pea sticks and things like that. And we've had a massive swarm of bees, which we had to wait until dark to sort out. And we have a few more animal updates. And we sort out a few bits for Cindy, shower and sink and things like that. Yeah, and we also do a bit of work. Don't turn the light out. We also do a bit of work to the goat house roof again. So here we are, Andrea and I have come to our friend's place, Dave and Julie's, excuse me, look at this elephant grass. Yeah, so this is like a long grass, a bit like bamboo type of stuff. And there she is. So we're harvesting some sticks, some dead ones, some live ones, etc. for bean and pea supports. Are we, darling?
Yes, we are. Perfect.
How many have you got? I've got 40 now.
Yeah, well, I don't want to. I'd rather have too many than not enough.
Yeah, there's a few to choose from.
This stuff is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. So Dave and Julie have lots of goats, and what we're doing is harvesting these off. These have been cut before at this sort of height. So if you leave a little piece stuck up, as you can see, it shoots from all sides and then it'll grow on again. So the goats love this, and it's a perfect height. They don't like it up that high because they have to walk over them and walk it down. But here where the shoots are, yes, they'll come through and eat all this. Yes, so as Andrew's saying, this is a perfectly good renewable resource of get these out of the way. Oops. Renewable resource. All I'm doing is having a trusty old bill hook, bending them a bit. And then we trim the branches off, and away we go. Oh, there's a dead one. And then these will be perfect for pushing in the ground for supporting runner beans or feijão verde. Or for us when we're older as walking sticks. No, this elephant grass isn't quite as hard as bamboo. It's a lot easier to cut, and I think after a while it sort of breaks down to fairly, as you can see. You know, you'd never be able to do that with bamboo, so this is a lot lighter, but for a couple of seasons as sticks, bean sticks, perfect. So we've got home with our bundle of sticks and a bottle of milk. Yeah, so I'll unload that and we're ready to, well, then I need to prepare the ground to plant all the beans and peas and things. Just so Ange feeds all the new chicks, which are out with the adult ones now all the time. But at feeding time, she locks them in on their own because the other ones will bully them off the food and they'll get nothing. So there you go. And see how much they've grown.
Little fat chicks.
Yes, to keep you away.
Yes, because they'll jump in and. Okay, we brought up a couple of old hives just to get the bees to clear them out, and it either looks like we've attracted or there is in the process a swarm happening. Yeah, we were thinking we were going to need to move these boxes because bees had been showing a bit of interest, but like I say, this is just outside our house at the moment, so we will definitely be moving the bees, I think. Right, so I've just snuck around to the front and side a little bit just to see what's happening, and I'll apologise for a bit of wind and my shakiness, but yeah, we're just having a quick look, and I'll just zoom in. Oh, a bit of a sudden thing there, but and come out a little bit more. But as you can see, they're sort of gathering around these hives at the moment, so yeah, we're going to have a bit of fun later. So hopefully we don't get stung too much.
So, yeah, series of events that have led to things happening. Yeah, I'll show you what I've been doing today or this morning. So, the other side of the road to our farm, I'll show you. Here's a piece of land owned by someone in the village, and someone has rented that piece of land. Yeah, like I said, they've rented this piece of land, and the problem is there's a tank over here, and the field's really flat, and it floods if you have a lot of water like we have. And originally there was a drain that runs down through here and out onto the road. But what was happening was, he's re-cleared everything, cleaning everything up, pruning the trees, quite drastically if you ask me. But pruning the trees, etc., and he's reopened this drain which comes down in between these massive rocks here. But what happened was that the drain was running down. You can see the road's damp, and there's a puddle over there, yeah, and it was running over the road because I was told when we moved in here by a neighbour that there's a drain here that runs underneath the road. So I've dug all this out today and found the drain, rodded it, reopened it, and put this pipe in just to stop it eroding the bank away. And that goes across the road here, back onto our property to there, and then it flows into the top pond. So I've reopened all that, which is great. Had a word with a neighbour there who's doing the work, and what I'm going to do now is run a pipeline from these tanks across the floor, through this pipeline, across the road, up this little piece of pipe I've just put in to here, and where this water is running in here is actually higher than the top of those tanks, so I can gravity feed all the way down there across and fill these tanks with this overflow from this tank up here. So it means no electric involved, everything runs by gravity. And then what I will do is build a concrete box around this so it's easy to clean out. I put a concrete floor in the bottom, build a box around this with concrete blocks or something, build it up, you know, 1/2 metre high or something, above road level anyway. And yeah, that helps everyone out then. Really cool. I might even just keep this pipe in a bit permanent, maybe make it a bit bigger. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear Wilbur complaining at me from the distance, but this is a view of the land from a different angle. So what I'm going to do is, in collaboration with Carissa from Frankie Off Grid, I've sent her a little map of our land, and she's going to do a wonderful job of illustrating that, because that's her job and she's very good at it. And I'll show you maybe in the next video, or whenever we get time to put it all together, I'll show you a little map of all our land and where everything is. But you can see I've taken the roof off there as well. So I'm going to turn it 90 degrees and redo it so the tiles overhang the side. I told you about that, and yes, that's definitely going to happen. But for now, I've got to go down and prepare an area to move the bees. So I'm down where the bees are. As you can see, these two hives we have are very busy. But the new hive we just caught, as you saw, I want to put here in the shade because I don't want the same problems we had with the wax melting, etc. So I'm going to clear an area here in a minute and chop a few branches off and just make a temporary part here so we can put the new hive tonight when it's dark. Put it here, and hopefully that'll be their new home.
Nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. Just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. Never ends, this being more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah. So hold me tight through the night. Just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. Falling into your arms, dancing up in the stars. Nowhere I'd rather be than with you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, I just feel so lucky.
So folks, there we go. I've, as you just saw, cleared away through here, and I've come across a boulder which I didn't even know was here, but I've cleared this fairly well. I need some secateurs to cut off the brambles closer to the ground, or anyway, that's besides the point. I need to get this hive here tonight, and it can sit directly on top of this rock here, which is perfect, because the problem we have, well, we can have, if we put the hive further in here or somewhere on soft ground, we do get a lot of javelli in these parts. It's a bit wild, and the last thing you want is a javelli at night overturning your hive. That would be a nightmare. So beautiful spot for it here. I'll stand up on the rock. You see, I was a bit worried about cutting around here because it's right in front of this hive, but they're alright. They've been good girls. So this is the view. The the new hive we'll have. I know we're not doing a particularly good thing by, we caught it, we didn't mean to catch it. Yeah, like I said, we caught the hive by where they were cleaning. We put them out to clean, and just a swarm happened to be flying past, and yeah, we seem to have caught that. So what I'll do is tonight have a quick look at that, make sure the queen's in there, tape the box up, and then carry them down here, leave the tape on the box so they're in the box for a few hours, and just before I go and see Cindy in the morning, I'll untape it, and yep, they can take it from there. This beautiful view. So here we are, our first foray into nighttime beekeeping. So we're going to sort out the swarm that's outside, try and get them, tape up the holes first with this stuff, and then try and get them all in one box and then take them down the bottom.
Wish us luck.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So a lot quieter than they were earlier.
A couple here on the floor.
Yeah. It's all really handy trying to do this sort of stuff with gloves on as well, isn't it? So we've still got a couple buzzing around. They're obviously still a bit confused, but hopefully we've got what we need.
Oh.
Don't push him off.
Yeah, push it off. That's quite heavy.
So there are a couple of still buzzing around, so we're going to have a look inside. Oh, definitely got bees there.
There's lots of bees in there.
Yes, so shut it up, and I think we'll redo that tomorrow then.
Okay,
so that's good. We have
lots of bees in there. Let's try this one. What do we do if there's lots of bees in all of them?
we've got 3 extra hives. This one doesn't. No, this one's definitely, I would say, empty. Yeah, they're just cleaning that.
Yeah. So that's fine, there's nothing in there. Which is cool. There out of the way. Okay, this one. So this is a secondary brood box. This lid's got insulation as well. Might be worth using that lid.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we can do a proper.
Yeah.
Oh, bees in there.
Tricky to tell, isn't it?
Well, they're definitely bees. You don't need to.
They are bees, I know.
Yeah.
But are they around a queen? That's what I'm saying.
Well, let's see what's below.
It's very good when you're getting a couple out flying around. So what I'll do is put this lot on top of there.
Oh, we got some more down below.
But not many, is it?
No, but you never know. See, we might have had a couple of swarms.
Well, this
it would have been unusual. Yeah,
that's
no,
a few stragglers.
But we could always just
we
place.
need to get rid of that old frame anyway, because that's not allowed anymore.
We could always put this one down as a and
Yeah,
let them sort themselves out, sort of.
What
box.
I might do is do this. Look, where we've got those. I don't think there's. How many bees are there? Not many.
Yeah, it's true.
And look at the state of this.
Yeah.
You know, the bees that are in this top box, how many are here?
I mean, it's a nice cluster, isn't it, though? I'm not. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the. Remembering where the camera is and holding a torch and stuff at the same time, trying to.
There's loads in here. But what I'm saying is, if we've got a spare frame,
Yeah.
An empty. No, there's no empty frame. Look,
No, that's
full. Yeah.
okay. So we could do with putting a top on that one then.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me do that a minute. Right.
Back to
So I'll
business.
put a cap on there. Right.
Yep.
And that's a lid. We'll carry this down. Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously that would go on without the top bit.
Yeah, but that top's going to go on top.
Yeah. Okay, so shall I?
Just carry this down.
Okay, how do you want me to do this?
Can you just follow me?
Yep. I'll try to shine a light for you.
I fancy carrying a hive at the best of times. You alright?
Yeah. Oh. Let's say you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
light your way, but obviously it's quite difficult at times. That looks
Good
pretty.
there. And you've got room to work. Yeah.
Yep.
It's solid. Oh. Thought so.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Well, again, we can make a little bit more adjustment later on. So, right, back up to the next stage.
Got phase 1 complete. We'll take the lid with it.
Right.
So that's sealed. Right. We'll take the top off here.
And any with bees in, go in there,
Yeah.
and then we'll swap a few lids over down the bottom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is really bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is we need to take that off there.
Yeah.
This off here. On there.
No, not that lid.
Well done. Just lid on there. Kill any moss we see. Put the lid on there. We could now open the bottom a bit. I know
Yeah.
we didn't bring a landing platform down and stuff.
Yeah.
actually just an open thing. We'll sort that out in the morning, yeah?
Yep. So, ideal.
Hopefully.
Couple there.
Right.
Okay.
There we go. So there we go. Hopefully it all works.
Better than have them right outside the house though.
Yes, true.
So
We'll sort the rest out in the morning. So what I've done is gone and sorted out a empty secondary brood box here, which has got a bit of slightly built out comb, a little bit damaged there, but they've already started building the comb out and stuff because, as you can see, because the one that is down there, obviously we put outside for the bees to rob and clean out.
not to move into.
Yeah, not to be used. So it was all a bit unexpected. So I'll clean a bit of the propolis off the top of here, and we'll go down tomorrow morning and put this on top of the new hive. We'll check out how many actual bees we have, and yeah, cool. So everyone, as you can see, it's early in the morning. Well, as early as I like to get up. So I need to update you with the bees. I've just been down. I was going to put another brood box on top, but I thought if you catch a hive, it's best just to leave them alone for a week, so they get orientated, etc., as to where they are. So I've just left them, but we have a sneaky peek in the top, and we still have a full hive of bees, so that's good news. So here we are at Cindy's, like promised. I'm going to add two more blocks onto here to get that up to height, and I'm also going to try and put a soffit for the bathroom sink. I'll show you. So yeah, the bathroom sink here, I need to put something underneath, like a false soffit to form a platform, so I can put a shutter around, concrete it with these pipes coming up through, and then the sink can sit on top of it. So here we go. So as you can see, what I've done for Cindy's sink top is used this stuff, which is for drywall lining, yeah, for drywalling basically. She had a load left over which we didn't use, so I've cut it into strips, laid it across here, so we don't need to put reinforcing bar in, because by the time the concrete goes over this, that's the concrete level there, which is 20 mil higher than the rest of it. Fill this with concrete and it leaves a permanent soffit, so this solution should work. And then what we'll do is, when it's dry, I'll drill a hole through the concrete for the sink waste, and I'll drill a hole through the back for the tap to fit to here somewhere. I've got core bits, I've got diamond core bits which will core through this stuff really easy, and the concrete. So yeah, I think that's the best solution. Then we get the holes in exactly the right place, etc, etc, because the waste has got to line up with the waste here, bottle trap underneath, all that stuff. So yep, there we go. So all I've got to do now is do a mix up of concrete. Well, I won't put much aggregate in it because it doesn't really need it for strength, because you've got all those bars. I mean, I could stand on this now, you know, that's strong enough on its own. So I'll mix up a mortar mix, 3 to 1, nice and strong, but I don't need the aggregate in the concrete. It just needs to fill that in, really, give us so it goes off solid. So I'll mix up a mortar mix, a big mix, so then I can fill that, and then lay these few blocks here, and anything that's left over I can start to render the wall here. There we go. Cuckoo's back. So this is on a much smaller scale, the same thing that happens to floors in new car parks and hospitals and any big structural building made out of concrete. They put a false soffit in made out of galvanized steel, then they put rebar on, and obviously everything's much thicker, but basically the same principle. So you got the soffit that we put in, which is these bits of galvanized underneath, stays in there permanently, so you don't have to put any false work up to hold to support everything and then strike it out afterwards. It's it's a time saver more than anything, and it just so happened to be materials that were available here. So that's our reinforced concrete. Actually, well, you know how it happened, but yeah, that's our concrete top for there. So when it's dry, I'll drill a hole for the sink wherever it's going to go, and I'll drill a hole for the pipes for the tap to come into. And then she's got plenty of room on the sides for, I think she's going to tile it, so that'll be fine. And I've just added the couple with remaining stuff I had left. A couple of layers of blocks on the top, so that's full height for the shower. And I just sort of need to render the whole inside of that. She's either going to tile it or leave it rendered, it doesn't really matter. I'll use waterproof render. And there. So there's a face only a mother could love. Don't you? Hey? Stop chewing that. Right, so I've come in here to find, I'm at Cindy's obviously, to find Ham. And where is he?
He's over here.
Oh yeah, he's there. And hey. Where's he gone?
He's
We've
right next to your foot.
yeah, we've just concluded he's the runt of the litter. There he is. Because he's the smallest out of all of them. Yes, I know. But those Kunes are so gentle. This is... Oh! Look, chewing shoelaces, stop it. This is madness.
They all follow you now. So when they're very little, they run away, but as they sort of get bigger, they get more curious about people.
Yes, we know. Yes, we know.
She's saying like, please take them now.
Please take him away. So you reckon another week, Cindy?
Yeah, another week.
Okay.
End of next week.
Well, we got a place already. Yeah, if you look at him now, he's dinky. So here we are with the Glamorous Assistant. This is what I'd call a top hat profile. So if you look at the end of it, it looks nothing like a top hat, but there you go. So what I'm going to do is I've taken this off, I'm going to turn it 90 degrees and put it back on the other way around, and then this profile I'm going to screw onto the other side of these white bits, yeah, because give me that, up there, because these are wider than this, and this is near enough the exact same size as the building, which we don't want. So we want it a little bit wider, so we're going to screw that on from the other side and then see how that works. So I'll put it on this way round. It does give us a little bit more headroom inside, which is good for me. Doesn't matter for Ant. And I'm going to have to build another strip of blocks along here, fix it differently than before. But basically then these little extra pieces I bought, this one's going to be overhanging that much. Yeah, so the tiles will sit on here and give us an overhang on the weather side, and we'll still have an overhang on that end as well. And then what from here onwards, we're going to have a roof coming out this far, I think. I'm going to put some posts in the ground so that we'll have another piece of shaded roof with no walls. So we're going to have a wall on the back and maybe a little bit of a return, but just somewhere under shade for the goats. If it's raining or whatever in the summer.
Stop any driving rain coming into the door as well.
Rain driving in through the door.
And here we have Kune pigs that don't root much. Cinders. Piggy, piggy, pig, pig. Yeah, look at you.
So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for liking, subscribing like you normally do, or I should say liking, subscribing, and ringing that little notification bell. And yeah, don't forget, check that you're subscribed, check that you ring the notification bell, all that stuff, because people get unsubscribed for no reason whatsoever.
Unless they do it on purpose.
Unless they do it on purpose. So yeah, thanks for watching. We will keep you updated a bit more regular with the bees, but not too often. A lot of people don't like the bees.
Yeah, there's lots of buzzing in this one.
Lots of buzzing.
Yes, apologies for that.
Yeah.
But we could have muted it a bit like my singing last week.
Anyway, on that note, see you in the next one. Bye.